Hi, I'm Jane Monzures, your new host for Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. Welcome to the show. Football season is in play, and that means many of us will be heading to the stadium for tailgate parties. But what if you want to have a tailgate party at your home? Well, we've got some great ideas for you. But first, let's find out what's coming up on the show. We'll check out a store that has high-end furniture but won't break the bank. And September means football, so get ready for a great tailgate recipe. And it's a home run when we show our team spirit in our craft room crash. All that and more on this episode of Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. This season means football, but it also means tailgating. So while many of us will be tailgating at the big game, you can also tailgate at home. I've created the perfect tailgating tablescape so that you can get in the action every Sunday with these DIY ideas. So let's first set the playing field and create the gridiron. All you need is 2 yards of green utility fabric. You also need about a 1-inch width of athletic tape. You can use hockey tape or you can use medical tape to make the grid lines. And now you've got the playing field set and ready to go. Now, your referees must be represented at the big game. So let's use our referees as utensil holders. What we're gonna do for that is, you know the cans of tomatoes and beans that you use to make your chili? You're gonna use those cans and you're gonna wrap them in white cardstock and add your black lines to them, and you've got your referees at the big game. And of course, who can forget Deflategate? Well, that never gets old, but why not add it to your tablescape? Get some new footballs, don't blow them up, make sure they're concave, no air in them, and they're great to use for your dips and your chips, and everyone will love that on your tailgating tablescape. And there's a flag on the play, but these aren't for penalties. These are for fun sweet treat bags. Everyone can grab and go. Just take a piece of scrap yellow fabric, put your favorite candies in it, wrap it up, and you've got a flag on the play. There you go, some great tailgating DIY tablescape ideas. Get creative, have fun with the big game. A little bit later on, we'll show you a great recipe for your tailgate party that everyone will love. Let's check out DownEast. This home and clothing store has high-end furniture, but it won't hit your wallet hard.
My name is Bill Friedman. I'm one of the co-founders of DownEast Home and Clothing. DownEast Home and Clothing is a family business. We're on our 27th year. This is where you come and you furnish your whole home. We're also very unique. We have a new collection coming out we call Details, and these are eclectic, fun, unique pieces that will really liven up your home and make you as unique as you really are. We're going to give you the same looks that you're going to get at your high-end furniture store at a fraction of the price before we're on sale. And then when you add the sale, they're really great values. So what we do is different than any other company out there. We get new product every single week in the store. And so the look of the store changes. That is part of the shoppertainment experience, is that it looks different pretty much every time you come in. You know, another thing that is unique about DownEast is how many natural elements we use in the products. If you go to most furniture stores, you're gonna get veneers or melamine finishes. Almost everything that we have is solid. If it's a table, it's solid wood all the way through. If it's concrete, it's concrete. If it's iron, it's cast iron. Everything is heavy. It really has weight to it. And we take a lot of pride in that. These are not items that just come off an assembly line. They are handcrafted, and each piece is unique in most cases, and each piece is truly a work of art. One of the most exciting things we are doing at DownEast right now is our mattress collection. Sleep should be a right. Everyone should get a good night's sleep and shouldn't have to pay a fortune for it. So we set out to design the best performance mattress that we could. And honestly, we've done it. So what you're gonna find that's unique to us is a lavender infused scent in the mattress. We have Cool Max covers. So this is actually the knitted cover, has Cool Max woven into the cover, and nobody likes to sleep hot. So Cool Max helps dissipate that heat from your body. Below that, you've got Cool Bead Memory Foam Gel. I could go on and on. This is the best mattress on the market, and you're paying $719 for a queen mattress. That's below Casper, it's below Purple, it's below Tufted Needle, it's below any other retailer out there, and we're adding all those performance characteristics. For every single mattress that's bought at DownEast Home, we're going to donate a mattress to a child who does not have a mattress to sleep on. Hopefully when you come into our store, you see that we are different from every other retailer out there, not only in the value proposition, but in the style that we offer and in the service that we provide.
The world's largest tailgate happens every year at the Florida-Georgia College game. Fans show up on Wednesday for the game on Sunday. Now that's what I call die-hard team spirit. Here's what's coming up on the show. Counter-high tables are perfect for get-togethers. The experts at American Furniture Warehouse will show us some awesome ones. And stomping out bullying. The Arizona Cardinals show us how they're helping kids stop bullying. Counter-high tables are perfect for game night or cocktail party, and American Furniture Warehouse shows us how to make them work with your decor.
Hi, I'm Ashley Kaminsky with American Furniture Warehouse, and in this video we're going to be discussing the benefits of counter-high tables. Counter-high tables were originally designed for small spaces, and what's great about using a counter-high table if you have a small space is that you're utilizing the vertical height of the room. Not to mention, if you wanted to use backless stools instead of these chairs, you can easily scoot the chair or stool underneath the table to, again, provide more space. This trend has become so popular, even if you have a larger scale kitchen or even a dining space, this is a great secondary option to your standard height table. One of the great benefits of a counter height table is that it's typically the same height as your countertops in your kitchen, which is generally around 36 inches in height. This provides a great extension of your workspace, whether you're hosting a party or preparing foods.
Bullying has become an epidemic, and our hometown Arizona Cardinals are stepping up to tackle bullying.
Today, the Arizona Cardinals and Cox Communications are bringing Running Through Bullying with David Johnson to schools in the greater Phoenix area. We've invited 20 students from 4 different school districts to come get a VIP experience, learn about the anti-bullying message from David Johnson himself, and have a great time here at University of Phoenix Stadium.
The reason we wanted to start this was because when I was growing up, I was a victim of bullying. And you know, with my platform that I have now, I want to be an influence to kids and be a light for kids, especially kids that's been bullied, who's been in my shoes. You can have a successful life. You can get through the bullying, you can push through it, stay strong.
David Johnson.
When I was growing up, I was about middle school, 5th grade, and we had a neighborhood bully. He was a kid that always picked on me.
Running Through Bullying program is a 3-part program. The first part is what we're doing here today. All of the ambassadors representing the different school districts will be here and learn about the program and what they are to do when they go back to their schools. Part number 2 is when they're in the schools executing a 6 to 8 week program teaching other youth about the anti-bullying message. And part 3 is an essay contest from all of the different school districts. The winner of that contest will have a special appearance from David Johnson, cheerleaders, Big Red, and Cox Communications.
Can make a difference for these kids, and I think if a young kid is looking up to a football player like David Johnson, or if a young girl or young boy is looking up to a cheerleader, because to them, you know, football players, cheerleaders is someone that they look up to, it gives you a unique platform to be on just working within the organization.
Go Cardinals! Bullies, you should stop bullying, because if you don't, people are gonna treat you how you treat them.
I would like to thank David Johnson for this program so kids can stop bullying people.
It's very nice of him to create this kind of program because it's like
It's encouraging other people to speak out loud. Bullying spreads around, then there's not going to be happiness everywhere.
We are sending a message to all people who are being bullied.
We're all having fun.
Bullying and suicide is probably the biggest thing that's going on with students in schools these days, and it's such a traumatic thing that's going on. You know, it's really impacting kids.
I'm a registered nurse and I work in an emergency department, and we see a lot of children that come in that are feeling suicidal or have already acted on their suicidal ideations. You know, they get these horrible thoughts in their heads and they get depressed and they get anxious and they start having all these problems, and so that's where I kind of see it firsthand, and so that's why it's really important to me.
This is my community. So anything that we can do to improve the state of our community, I'm all for it.
My biggest thing I want to do is just hopefully be an impact, be an influence to those kids, whether they're being bullied or being the victim. I just want to hopefully be a light to those people.
Here's what's coming up next on Arizona Living. Give your tailgate party a Southwestern flair. We're cooking up some spicy dogs. And we'll take a swing at creating the perfect bag for baseball fans in our Craft Room Crash. No one knows for sure when the first tailgate took place, but it's believed to have started when people would leave church services and head over to baseball games. They would arrive a little bit early for a pre-game feast. Well, joining me now is somebody who's going to show us how to feast in style, Chef Anthony Serrano from El Palacio Restaurant. Thank you so much for helping us with our tailgate today. Now, we know that food is an essential part to any tailgate party. But what's key when it comes to a tailgate party at home?
Well, you have to have, of course, really great food when you're doing a tailgate party at home. So what I like to do is utilize our grill, because nothing gives that charbroil flavor like a nice grill. So what I'm going to be doing is a sonoran dog. So you start off with a bolillo roll or a little French roll, and then you grill your hot dogs on the grill, and then your bacon. Some people like wrapping the bacon around the hot dog. I like to do them both separate so that you really get that caramelization on the hot dog.
Yum.
Then you toss it on top, and then we like tossing a little, yeah, you can help me?
Sure.
We toss a little bit of lettuce on there so we get that fresh crunch on there.
Wow.
I like using a little bit of cheddar cheese. Well, actually a lot of cheddar cheese because everything's better with cheese.
Everything's better with cheese, you know that.
And then a little bit of jalapeno or jalapenos, depending on your pronunciation.
Where you're from?
And then
That's beautiful.
And then I serve it with some fresh potato chips.
And what I love about it is you let people dress them how they want to dress them.
Exactly. Some people want a little more cheese, a little more jalapenos. That way you can totally choose. You can put a little guacamole or avocado on top.
Now, having a signature drink at your party, that's going to let everyone get excited for something, even give it a name, and you've got a drink for us here.
I have micheladas. Most football games are Sunday mornings, so this is sort of a beer Bloody Mary. So we start off with some beer, then we put in a little bit of clamato, tomato juice. I like squeezing in a little bit of lime juice in there. Then we have some of this stuff, which is called
Worcestershire.
However you say it. And then I put a little bit of chili in there, a little bit of hot sauce.
And a
just
perfect
a little bit,
signature
just
drink.
a couple drops.
Now, El Palacio, love the restaurant. Tell us a little bit about it.
We're located off the Santan 202 in Chandler. And yeah, we've been in business 30 years. Authentic Sonoran style Mexican food.
And looks like we got a flag on the plate. We're almost out of time. All of this is on the menu?
All of this is on the menu.
Fantastic. Signature drink, signature dog. I love it. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Chef. A great tailgating feast for you that everybody will love. I'm originally from the Windy City, so I know a lot of Chicagoans call Phoenix home. So this next Craft Room Crash is definitely a home run. Swing, bada, bada, swing. This is Craft Room Crash. Now, Phoenix is known as the most western suburb of Chicago, which means we've got a lot of Cubs fans here, and that includes DIYer James Welniak. He's known for his sequence creations, but how does he combine his love for the Cubs with his love for glam? Let's go crash his craft room and find out what James is making today.
Hey Jane.
Hi, James.
I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
I would offer you some coffee,
Yeah?
but I would much rather show you my craft room. So come on with me.
Okay, great. You have sequins, right? Oh, I love it. This is the craft room? I love it.
This is the craft room. My craft room is also my work from home office. Everything is piled away in closets and drawers. I just liked working with my hands. It allows me to kind of be myself.
Oh,
It's on the sequence.
now we're getting to the good
Yes.
stuff.
I've evolved using sequins really because it's something that really stands out.
Doesn't it look fabulous on me?
And then when people outside notice it and go, wow, where did you get that? I'm like, I made it.
So we're gonna make a bag, right?
Yes.
Can I pick out some sequins?
Go ahead.
All right, man, I'm ready to work. What are we doing?
So what we're gonna make today is what I call a back baggie. I need you to be my helper and actually
Cut the circle.
cut out the circle. It all starts with a pattern.
This is your template out of foam cord.
Yes, and there's a reason for it. You have to understand measurement, you have to understand proportion. Cut, and you see how the sequence just flies?
Yes, it's like confetti.
And you slowly start putting this together with your hands.
I'm gonna buy you some new scissors.
Okay, that's fair. Here's a little pair.
No, they don't
Sorry,
work.
I know.
They don't work either.
So yeah, kind of what I do is I literally just line all this stuff up and just start pinning it. All right, so now we got limited space, and this becomes
the sewing
the sewing table. So this is probably the hardest part of this process. And the rest of this, if the denim and the needle and everything else behaves, it's pretty easy.
So you're gonna just sew this on the sequin part, right?
And all you want to do is just do a light, just some placement so it doesn't pucker. So this is where your glasses really help you.
You're right at the edge.
Now it's just like putting together a little sandwich. So you always may want to make sure that your right sides are together. So I just put the grommets in. The last step of this process is to actually thread. That's basically it.
I love it. It's fabulous. Thank you so much. Thanks so much to James. Now we all know how to make a World Series winning bag. You better enjoy it because it may not happen for another 108 years. That's what James is making in his craft room. What are you making in your craft room? We'll see you later. Coming up, the perfect chair for the big game. I'll show you how to personalize a chair for the ultimate sports fan. If you know someone who's a big sports fan, here's a great way to transform a chair into a sports lover's dream. The first step is to find a comfy chair with a solid fabric color so the logos pop. I suggest you use a chair with cloth material. Leather doesn't work that well. Gather up your chenille varsity letters, logos, and patches. Then using fabric glue, strategically place the letters and logos all over the chair, being sure not to miss a spot. You can mix letters from your favorite colleges, high school, and professional teams using different sports. And in no time, you'll have an easy upcrafting project that will be a creative addition to any man cave. Got a lot to do around the house? As Monica Nelson tells us, My Guy can help you tackle that to-do list.
Have you ever had a bad experience with someone you hired for your home, or even a bad haircut? Then you know how frustrating it can be. Well, now there's a way to make sure the job gets done right the first time. Local television personality Lisa Hafner is here to tell us more about My Guy. It's a company you are putting your face and your name behind.
Absolutely, Monica. You know, we all have somebody we love to refer our friends to, a great electrician or a plumber, even a pet groomer, an attorney, you name it. But when you use My Guy, you know you're getting somebody who's really good.
And how do you know they're really good?
It's a good question. We have a very stringent 8-step process that every company has to go through. They have to be licensed and bonded, have proof of insurance, have an acceptable rating with the Better Business Bureau, be in good standing with the state of Arizona and the Register of Contractors, been in the business for more than 5 years. We interviewed the owner of the company and they have a good online reputation. But the most important step is that they're approved by their peers, members of My Guy, who only want to be associated with the best companies in order to uphold their reputation. If someone on the My Guy investigative board or doesn't think their company's top notch, then they just don't make our list.
Okay, so it's not as simple as, hey, pay us and you're gonna be on the list.
No, not at all. My Guy stands behind each and every company. I've used several people from the My Guy list, and I have been so happy with the job that was done. It was done to perfection. They showed up on time. They were clean, they were friendly, and I've had friends tell me nightmares about their home improvement jobs or other services that they used. They should have used My Guy.
Well, now, who is on the My Guy list?
We've got more than 150 companies, and we're always adding more. We've got plumbing, roofing, various home repair jobs, but when we add other categories, we've got things like hairdressers, attorneys, you name it.
So what made you decide to be the face behind My Guy?
Honestly, Monica, I was so tired of having bad experiences with various folks I hired for jobs. I paid a lot, and I often had to pay again to get the job done right the second time. And my friends have had similar experiences as well. And my dad owned his own business, and he always supported local companies. It's always good to use your neighbor.
And I hear the number to My Guy is a pretty easy one to remember.
Remember the song, Jen, you don't change your number, I've got to make you mine. I can't sing, but you know the song, right?
Yes.
602-867-5309. Yes, 602-867-5309. And you know what I've got to mention? The best part of My Guy, it's a free referral service. Totally free. So the number?
867-5309.
Perfect. And you can always go to our website, myguy.com.
Great information. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Monica.
Before we go, here's a great way to personalize your drinks. Buy a dozen different colored tube socks, including your team colors. Cut off the foot close to the top, and there you have it, a beer or drink cozy. We welcome you to join us for the new Arizona Living Your Home, Your Inspiration, where we hope to inspire you in your daily life to create the life and home you want. I can't wait to share topics like crafts, DIY projects, fun places, and much more with you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Arizona Living Your Home, Your Inspiration, where we help you live your most creative life.